I do. Right, I've got one more session before I get back to work, so I'm gonna make something else, and that something else is going to be a fire steel. So I've made a few different sizes and shapes, and then like that, and then I've even made some bigger ones just because. So I think some of the originals were that sort of size, up to that. It was just bits of metal I had left over, but it's all good steel, so I'm still to do me little alchemy project with them. But I've got a spare piece of metal left, and because I'm me, I'm going to make one out of that. Now, it's not going to spark much because it's just mild steel. I just want something just for a laugh. So I was thinking of putting it on the power hammer and drawing it all down, but I really cannot be bothered. So I've made some lines. What I'm going to do is just cut those triangles off, flip them round, weld them back on, and then I'll do all the those curly bits. I'll draw that bit up a little bit. I'll stick my maker's mark in the middle, and then yeah, I just fancied making a great big fire steel just for a laugh. What I might do is see if it'll actually case hard, and if I just stick it to the edge of the cork forge and just leave it there for the next, couple of months when I'm using that, and see if it'll actually absorb any of the carbon. It'd be funny to think if I could actually get some sparks off it, but even if I don't care. I think it's just something that'll I can have to show off if I do any public events. So right, I'm going to cut them down and then weld them back on. Right, I've welded that bit on, so it's had a couple of heats just so I can blend the welding a bit, and that means I've now got a handle, so it's going back in just to draw that bit down that way. I suppose technically that's up. I haven't welded that bit on yet because I want that to fit in the forge, and then once that's done, I'll maybe stick the first curl on there, and then I'll weld that on, or I might weld that on and then do it all together. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But next job, draw that up a bit. Right, I've welded that bit on, not very tightly, but overall that's now over 4 foot long. So that's going to be interesting, trying to control that once I'm actually trying to get me scrolls on the end. But hey, life's an adventure. Right, let's see how I go. Right, this is going to be interesting. I've got my first little curly terminal on, which wasn't as difficult as I was expecting. Hold on. This bit, I haven't got any jig big enough, so one more heat, I think. Right, hopefully this will do it. Don't like it. I'm going to draw that out a little bit so it does that eventually. Right, I've tweaked it a little bit. I could do with some like an upsetting block. I'm sure I can invent one sometime, but at the minute I'm just having to go between, see if I can twist it a bit more on the vise. But I think I'm just going to see if I can just bash it off the handle for a bit, and just to see if I can get the bend on the thing a bit. A bit like this. Working a bit. Oh, it's flattened at the bottom. Never mind. Hammer. Right. It's getting there. That's a bit more like it. I still would like that bit a bit closer to there, so see if I can get that bit. Actually, that's not bad. I think just another little tweak. Aye. Right. Stick that back in a minute. oh, I need to see if I can round that out. I think just that little bit more and then I'll be happy. Right, next bit. More like it. Yeah, I'm a lot happier with that. I just need to tidy up the inside a little bit there somehow. Did I get it? Not quite. Need near enough. That look alright. Right, I'm happier with that, so I'm going to quench that. Hold on. I think I'll quench that and then I'll start on the other side. The other end's going to be a bit harder because with us not having that extra leverage, it's going to be a bit harder to sort of get all the big curve done, but yeah, I'll manage because I'm just that kind of guy. So, right. For a minute. Now I'll stick the other end in. Right then, let's start the other end. Oh, the end is actually a bit cool. I'll survive. It's a little bit wonky. I've rescued it mostly. just wants a little dink anymore. That's not so bad. Right, back in, and then we'll start bending this round. Right, 2 minutes. Right, next bit. So I'm going to try and get the gentle curve and then the big curve. I know what I mean. I think what I've got to do is actually bend this around so it'll fit in. Oh, twat! Where's the... Look what I've done. Anus. Right, I'll fix that. So yeah, I think what I've got to do, because where the join is on there, I need to get this curled around more so I can do the bend about there, and then do what I did before and then unbend that a bit. Right, I think I need to turn that down, repair that, and then stick it back in. Balls. Right. Put you there a minute. Right, I'll fix this and I'll be back in a minute. Right, I fixed it. Right, that's a bit happier now. So now it'll actually fit in a bit better. Put the hammer down. I need to get in and get more heat there so I can pull it around a bit more. So, aye. Just that will go. Spot on. Yeah, I suspect that's going to be getting too hot to handle soon. Right, show you the next bit in a minute. Four. Right, it's getting there. Aye, still needs a bit more. Right, let's put it back in. Where's the tongs gone? that's nearly there. That's a little bit crooked. Let's see if I can do something with that. Not like that I won't. That's not far off. I would like to tidy that bit up just a little bit more. The two loops aren't quite the same size, but you know. How's that? Mostly there. I think just that little tweak. Aye. And then we've got all the packets. Flatten again. Nearly there. Right, last little tweak. Quite as much heat now. Right, did the last little bit of adjustment off camera because I went on the other anvil and I couldn't be asked to set the camera up again. But if I can get it, hold on, I'm still going to need both tongs because it's ow, even the tongs are hot. Right, I'm going to give it a little tidy up with the grinder and just see if I can, well, match it up a little bit and yeah, just generally jazz it up. But I'll not be touching it because it's a tad warm. So I'll show you the finishing touches in a minute. Right, all finished, shined up, and ta-da! Yeah, couldn't resist it. I mean, yes, it's an old, gnarly bit of mild steel, so I'm not likely to get any sparks off it, but nah, don't care. I just made it for a laugh. So, yeah, I might even make a chain for it and dangle it, you know, for if I have doing events anywhere or if I have a stall sometime. So there's that, and then if you hang on a minute, I'll get a sensible size fire steel. There's a sensible one. If I just put that down and then zoom out, yep, that's a bit of a difference. Yeah, pleased with that. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to make a chain for it so I can dangle it here and there. So yeah, I think I've earned a night or two off now, as I've almost used a bottle of gas in a week. So yeah, grand job. Right, I'll see you in a bit. And here he is with his family. Get in.